What is up, everybody? We are back. It's Tuesday night, Poker on Air. My name is Trevor. This is Shondell. Say what's up, my man.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Welcome back. It's a big night, man. You excited?
Oh, I've been excited all week, ever since our last show. Looking forward to this lineup, some 2-5 action. Look at our beautiful backdrop we got back from our last session a few years back. Beautiful little background. We got our gray hoodies on. We're ready to rock this thing tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 2-5 tonight. I think almost everybody butted for 1,000. There will be pain. There will be bloodshed.
We're 10-handed. That kind of sucks. But I expect a lot of action. A lot of killers in this. A lot of guys that played our last 2-5 game. And that game was real strong. Real strong.
Yeah, this isn't your typical 2-5 game. There's not gonna be a ton of rec play. This is gonna be some leveling shit. People getting after it. We set it up so every half hour we're gonna do some bomb pots.
Ooh.
So that's gonna spice some things up. I think a few people are new to that. So we'll see how that action takes place. And I think we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Let's do this. I'm excited to see the play. High level 2-5. It should be a big difference from the 1-3 and all the limping and the passive play.
I think we'll have a lot to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
I think we'll have a lot of
Interesting line.
look at that guy go.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna have a phenomenal night. And without further ado, let's kick it out to the table, start slinging some cards.
Check out these players. Frank's back. I see him. Okay.
Yeah, so we have a few new ones on the show tonight. As you can see right now, seat 1, we have Frank. He played on another one of our 2-5 shows.
Played very well, to be honest.
He played very balanced, very difficult.
4-bet, a lot of light 4-bets, cold 4-bets.
Old boy loves them 10-9 suited.
Yeah,
he will get after it.
Yeah, 10-9 suited.
Seat 2 is Noah, who reached out to us during our last show. We found a spot for him. Seat 3 is Donnie. Seat 4 is Justin. 5 is Alex, new to the show. Long time, first time. Anthony, our tournament killer. We'll get into that a little bit later on. Seat 6 is Curly, a.k.a. Brad. Then we have Sid Vicious, a.k.a. Lawyer Dave. And then we have Matt and Thanos rounding it out.
It was so fun to see the dynamic between Anthony and I believe Dave. Last time they played a lot of big pots, a lot of very aggressive play, a lot of moves. So see if they still bring that history to tonight's game.
Well, it's funny. Like, a lot of these guys are Cleveland Rex. They play a lot of hands together, a lot of 2-5 together. So they know tendencies. As you can see right off the rip, we have a 3-bet from our newcomer, Don, out of the big blind.
A little light there with King 10 off. It is a 10-handed table. But he does elect to open. It's 3-bet. 3-bet's a little small considering he's out of position. Generally, you see 4.5x, but, he does.
And a little interesting to 3-bet the A6, instead of a suited wheel ace, but
Right.
it's the first hand. He's getting after it.
He's getting after it a little bit. Okay, with that, he knows Anthony's probably aggressive. I'm sure he has his, he knows Anthony's image. And he does bomb for a C-bet here.
Under that fedora is are we considering it a fedora? I mean, it's a flat brim fedora. Donnie has watched the show a good amount of times that we've been airing. Little note.
He's played on the show as well.
Did he get on the show before?
I
can't remember. This is his first time. But his wife Rochelle, who you guys all know, aka Blossom, aka Bumblebee, has been on the show several times, and he has watched her. And now it's his first time to sink his teeth into the Poker on Air felt.
Steps into a tough table, so let's see how he does. I know I see him play. When I came up to the casino, I actually seen him up there playing, so I'm assuming he gets a lot of volume in. Heard he plays online some. So he'll be a good addition to this game.
But real quick, before I forget, big shout out to my little sister, Shelly. Today is her birthday. So Shelly, if you're tuning in, happy birthday. Miss you a ton. I'll try to stop by sometime next week and we can get that birthday dinner out of the way. What's up, chat?
What up, Chad?
Brendo, Chiggies, The Natural, Dirty Gertie, Day Shift. Thank you for all your time, for hanging out with us. I know there's other things you guys could be doing, but hang out with us is super cool.
Yeah, that's cool as hell. You guys kicking it with us. Got a lot of action tonight. We'll be here all night. So yeah, let's have a good one, fam. Be happy. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah,
You said happy birthday. Say happy birthday. That's pretty cool. Your little sister. How much older?
I am 5.5 years older than she is. Just had her second child about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, or
Oh, congratulations.
almost 2 months ago now, I guess. Time flies. It's like we're folding around here.
7 suited in the hijack. See, if Frank does elect to lay it down, understandable.
Intimidated by the flat-brimmed fedora.
I think we can play a little bit more aggressive in late position as there is no rake, you know.
You took the words out of my mouth.
You know, with the rake and being in these, you know, some of these spots, you really don't want to be calling out of the blinds too much or anything like that. But we're also not winning as much, that rake, with some of these marginal hands.
Sure, sure, sure.
But since this is a time rake event, don't really think that's really an issue. And we can open up our range a little bit more and defend a little bit more as well. Ooh, ace king under the gun, 10-handed, 5 to go, and he goes 4x.
Forks is kind of the standard at these stakes.
Yeah.
Playing with these guys, you'll see an occasional 3x, but for the most part, it's 4x for these
Yeah, I
dudes.
seen 4 and 5x last time we did our 2-5. Holds around to the buttons. Like that's gonna get laid down.
Defense. Defense.
Not gonna happen, and he rakes small pot.
Nope.
Oh, he did defend. Ha ha ha.
Carbone says you ain't getting through that easy.
Not so fast.
5 for the win. Ooh.
Spotter's kind of studying today whether we want to be c-betting these boards with our ace kings.
I think slightly more often if we have the ace of clubs versus the king clubs, but
Well, it comes down to, you know, villains can have out of the blinds more 2s in their range.
they have all the 2s. We have
all the
0 2s.
Yeah, we have like ace 2 suited, pocket deuces, you know.
Yeah, much easier C
King
bet
deuce
there
suited, so in tournaments a little bit.
versus a mid position color versus the blind there. How was the study session today? You guys get some good stuff in?
Yeah, it was good, man. Spent a few hours with my boys who will probably be showing up in chat at some point. But yeah, it was awesome, man. Always two days a week. Go over all of our leaks and whatnot. Spend like 4 hours doing so, 3 hours. It's good.
It's got to be nice on Tuesdays. Coming here feeling super sharp, ready
I
to,
guess. But
ready to
that's
chop it up.
It's a whole different animal in tournaments compared to cash. I did look at some cash stuff.
AK finding its way to Donnie this time.
And the hijack, ace king.
Oh, Jack 10 found the muck very quick there.
Jack 10 off. Yeah, I get it. Big blind does defend again.
I have a feeling that the Brad Donnie dynamic is going to be very interesting this evening.
Flops very clean on a dry board. See what sizing he elects to use here on such a dry board. I would like to see about a third. Goes more near half.
25 into 42. Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine.
be right. That was Sahara dry.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm just getting through 15 out there, you know. But it's a situation where if he did flat, some kind of underpair or something like that, he can get called for a bigger street for at least once. You know, I don't expect 7s or something like that to fold to 1. Even some ace highs might still come along. Lower your day playing the role of murder, reputation. 20 on the button from Anthony.
Looks like we had a mystery hand from Taxi Driver here.
Back. These guys going back at it again.
That's how we do it.
That's how they do it, man. It was early in the session last time. They played a bunch of big pots against each other, and here we go again. A button open. Dave with position on Anthony. He only goes 3x. I expect him to call the 3x, call the 40 more. Really dry board once again.
It's so hard to range Dave here. He's going to be 3-betting super light from a button raise.
Good chunky C-bet.
Chunky as hell.
You need to decide to float here. He does decide to float. Here we go. Brick on the turn.
So Dave's betting.
72 out there. We don't know what his hand is, so
So Dave's either betting for value or he has 0 showdown value.
that's 200 into 270. It takes it down. Wins the first sizable pot of the night.
Yep.
And Anthony is instantly reloading.
Insta top.
Instant top up. Like the online. The auto top up button just auto click. Yeah.
Dude's got the button clicked. No time wasted.
Yeah. I get it, man.
He's like laughing through his seat. He's like,
Glad you guys are having a good
150K
time.
in tournaments are so
Glad you guys are loving it.
Everybody's loving the fact that the guy who had the big tournament score is reloading.
Yeah. It's like the safest needle ever.
Oh,
like,
yeah, it's the same.
dude,
"Ah, you lost,
dude just had
but
to,
you got a bunch."
dude just had a big ass score, and you can needle him because he can handle it, baby.
Right. Like, all right, yeah, that's all right. I'm just in for 1,100 now. $20 open in the cutoff.
Bet, boys.
Anthony did top up to 1.1K. I think in this game, I believe we can buy in for the biggest stack
Yes,
at
sir.
the table. Yep, you can buy in for the biggest stack at the table.
That's why I think tonight might get pretty hyper.
Yeah, and I think these guys are coming. And there's David, once again, raising to 125. Out of position. I love this bet size.
The
Came in once
squeeze
again.
is on.
Dave picks up another pot. And you know what? What's funny, I came up to Cleveland a few weeks ago and I seen Dave playing in, I believe, the 5-10 game. I don't know if they had a 5-10 that night or
It's probably 2-5, but
just a 2-5 game, but it looked.
it always looks big as hell.
It looked like, yeah, it's a very big game. So
5-10 hasn't been getting off nearly as often lately. Sometimes it'll sporadically jump off when the feeder gets good.
right.
And no one's moving up the main, so sometimes the feeder will bump to a 5-10 or the main will bump to a 5-10.
How's the action? Are people like are you getting a lot of straddles, re-straddles, button straddles, or anything like that, or is it playing pretty straightforward? like,
Every so
2-5?
often we'll go on a streak where we'll do a round or two straddles. If the game is like not playing all that fun, if you have like
Right.
if it's like super reg heavy, like this game would probably have a mandatory straddles just to. Well, maybe not this game because they're finding action no matter what.
Yeah,
But
the action's already there.
sometimes games will get a little bit too nitty, so you throw in a straddle out there.
Right, to just loosen it up a little bit, build some
But sometimes it's kind of player dependent. It almost takes like a handful of guys or the right guys to encourage it.
Right. So we got an open from Justin in middle position, and David calls on the button with the ace-10 suited, doesn't elect to 3-bet.
He didn't want to go for that trifecta.
Yeah, the 3 bets in a row. That always is nasty.
And arguably, even though it's funny, it's arguably his best hand he's had. Like the one he chooses not to 3-bet.
Yeah, we don't know what this mystery hand was, but it probably wasn't like a monster. or anything.
No, of course not. It was over a button raise.
Yep. But he does float with the 2 overs and a backdoor flush draw. And now Justin in the tank here deciding if he wants to double barrel. He did elect to go fairly sizable on the flop, going like 2/3-ish, 30 into 60 or something, 57.
Does Dave have a ton of 9s and 7s floating or flatting button here?
You know,
I kinda think-
if he likes to go with the A7 suited, the 7-8 suited, the 10-8 10-7 suited, but you know, I think his range is going to be some under pairs. Oh, he goes really small. Goes 40% on the turn.
I think sometimes he's not sometimes. I think more often than not, I think he's three betting those hands, but
No, at this point,
he can
do we just-
definitely balance. Flatting the 8-7s of the world. We have 8-7 blocked, but
Right. I mean, yeah, he does have some 9x in his range. David does some jack 9s, some 9-10s. We block like 8-9s. You can have ace 9 suited, king 9 suited.
with that offsuit 6, we kind of
I think we block catch here.
are eliminating a lot of 7-6 suiteds.
He's not just going to try to showdown with ace high. There's a 187 in the pot. And what does he elect to go? 125. You can pretty much eliminate overpairs, aces, kings, queens, hands like that for the
Certainly.
most part, as played. So he's either going to have some 9x, can have 10-8 as a bluff, but you block out some of those combos.
I think Justin's looking him up.
Jack 10 also. King Jack, Ace Jack with some backdoor flush draws as well, possibilities.
Yeah, I think Justin's actually going to lean towards putting him on some sort of Jack 10 type hand.
Yeah, if you kind of broke down this range between what are his bluffs and what are his value hands, he only had the few 7s. Ooh, he's gonna lay it down.
Oh, he does check it in. 3 in a row for Dave.
It's gonna put Dave up like 300-400-ish right off the bat. The first 15 minutes of the session. Very good start. Aggression paying off. Floated the flop, floated the turn. I think the turn bet was a little small. Maybe we should be polarizing our range there and going much bigger. And then if we're going to give up on rivers, when we go that size, we might have to, hero some rivers.
It just allows our opponents to peel a little bit wider and
Right.
puts us in some awkward river decisions like he just had to deal with.
Yep. Maybe going 80 or 100 there. Then we get some more honest responses. We get less floats.
Like
And
the-
then at that point, we've condensed Vinland's range to go a little bit smaller. I mean, to like narrow his range to getting rid of those floats and things like that. Is 6 really going to call there,
Yeah, I think it's,
For 100 on we just took that line, big open 4x pre, bet flop, bet turn. Big.
Yellow table.
yeah, our hand's a phenomenal bluff catcher. I thought that's what he was planning to do.
Yeah,
It was
right,
just
right.
was check call, river bets from Dave.
Yeah, when you check, you got to be checking a call. I agree. We're just almost too high up in our range. So we get a limp from Justin, and then Alex goes ahead and ISO raises to 5x, and then Anthony 3 bets to 85, a little over 3x there. David's in there. There, Mama, there goes that man again. So this is good. Oh, we're gonna keep us up there.
We can do that. We'll come and
For a
go.
little bit, yeah.
We'll come and go, baby.
How's it going, everybody? And then he just takes us. All right, so it does get head up to Anthony out of position to David. Then Anthony flops Jen, top 2 pair. David with just not much but a backdoor flush draw.
We'll see how Anthony decides to
What size would you
go
I mean,
forward here.
Want to be betting for value. Checking wouldn't be a terrible option either. I love the bet size.
Baby, baby.
I love that bet size. Goes a third pot and does take it down.
Yeah, Anthony almost flopped too well there.
Yeah.
No, Dave has a lot of jacks and tens, and the
Yeah.
A6 suiteds in his range there. So when you flop Flops ace king four rainbow. When you have top two, it's kind of hard for
I mean, we
Dave
have
to
to be
have too much.
betting this deep to try to stack our opponents, you know, or just get max value from the times they flat. Like, you know, he could have king, queen, queen, jack, and just call a barrel. Ace, queens.
Ooh, that's a first.
We just seen the limp with
Oh, done.
deuces last hand, and this
Okay, there
time
we
he
go.
elects to limp with the tens. Then Alex, the second time in a row, is going to ISO raise 5x.
It's like Noah kind of begrudgingly folds his ace five off. Oh, Justin going with the old limpy raise. It's like you made it 80 maybe. There it is.
Alex going to call in position here with the suited ace. Let's see a flop.
We did see an ace folded, so we'll see how
Point.
this goes with Alex in
Justin
position.
folding the 10 of hearts. Few less outs. See what size he elects to c-bet here. I think we definitely want to be c-betting here. Our hand needs some protection, and we can get value from worse. And see a c-bet and a snap fold. 85 bucks. Went like half pot there.
What a dream flop for tens.
Little saucy play there, the limp raise.
Yeah, you see that in a lot
It's a
of
new little wrinkle.
lower stake stuff. People do that a lot with aces and kings, but with
What do you
tens,
think about that strategy?
with aces and kings,
Well, no, with tens. No, just
With
yeah,
tens?
Yeah, like
Um,
right there. Like, is that something a wrinkle you have in your game? I see he's limping again now under the gun, 10-handed with a6-0.
I think in a 10-handed game, I think it's kind of interesting because your hand is very strong, but at the same time,
When you raise in
in a game like this that gets three bet so often, like
yeah,
you think it's like it's a little easier to play the way he did or facing a single raise and calling versus getting in a bit of a leveling war versus three bets and
look at this. Another once again, we see another limp, and Justin is creating action with his limps. Like 100% of the time, it's been ISO'd.
then David's a pre-flop raiser. Flops the best of it here. What's up, chat? You guys hearing us okay?
Hopefully, sound's going good. I know in the past we've had some sound issues. Hopefully, we're good tonight.
Make sure everything's good on your end. That always sounds good to me.
Once again, Dave c-betting and taking it down. Dave is crushing right now early in the session. Using that aggression.
So we got a straddle under the gun for 15.
Look at this. I like it. Straddles, bomb pots, limps. We got a game going on
A
here.
little bit of everything, my friend.
Yes, yes. I learn so much every time I sit here and get to, get in the heads of these players and see maybe, how they're reacting to situations, man. This is awesome.
Hey, Burger Rick, do you do contract killings?
Anthony, $15 plus one with the queens, and he goes 50.
The honey bunnies.
Really close and easy to find.
Who ISO? Was it David? I mean, not ISO, but what's the word I'm looking for? Straddle.
Alex did.
Alex. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Alex Straddle.
We kind of put the no-no on button straddles, so all the straddles will be under the gun tonight. An easy game.
Do you think that was too big? Do you think just 3x with, exploitatively going a little bit hair smaller with this, the top of our range, and maybe with our, maybe I'm just
With this
thinking
table
too much.
dynamic, I
You can
don't
get
I don't
action.
hate going a little smaller, but at the same time, it's like the reverse psychology of it all. It's
Yeah,
like
I'm going bigger, so yeah, looks like him. But he's just up front doing that into the whole table. I just thought, I don't know, it's nitpicky. I think the size was fine.
I also think
little
that
bit 3x.
a sizing hasn't really been established yet, which
we're just filling
people
out
kind of do follow the leader a little bit
Yep.
with that.
Ooh, it's a $15 straddle.
Oh, might be doing around, boys.
This is get a big ass game if they're gonna start straddling for 15 under the gun, like
Yep.
all the way around, round by round. Just, whew. Thank you, Day Shift.
Was it not? Maybe it wasn't a straddle.
Oh,
It might have just been open under the gun by Anthony.
oh, okay. I thought he was showing. So Anthony opened under the gun with the 7-6 suited. It's a confident open.
Frank with the best of it here.
I think when you're opening that in a 10-handed table under the gun, you're just saying, I have an edge here.
It's definitely yeah. I'm gonna take out my male parts
Alpha
and
male,
put it on the table
yeah.
and says,
I mean-
"Come get it."
I don't think it's not like terrible or anything like that.
He's balancing. Last time it was queens. This time it's 7-6 suited, baby.
So he does elect to just probably go one and done here on such a fairly dry board. And the boat's up. I don't think Frank's going anywhere, of course.
Pert
132
near the
turn.
worst turn card for Anthony to try anything creative here.
Yeah, I mean, it goes multi-way. He's definitely got a lot of king, queen, king, jack, king 10 suited in his range. King, queens off, things like that.
He goes small again. Oh, 75.
He does he does double barrel. Maybe he figures when he goes so small on that flop, he's still going to have in under pairs, some ace highs and things like that, some flush draws. So if he's splitting his range between flush draws and under pairs and the king, probably just select someone just fire here again, try to find out and give up. Flush gets there. I don't expect Anthony to do anything but check, give up.
Now, if you're Frank, you just figured out Anthony does not have a king. He may have the pairs of 10s through queens here. How do we extract value?
Yeah, I mean, we can't bomb it. It's just not, I mean, we're not getting called by enough, I would say. I would say go smaller, try to target maybe, hopefully, Anthony has some under pairs in his range. If we go 200, there's just not enough. to
I
call with.
think it's one or the other. I think it's like
See, I love the bet size. He went 75. He went quarter pot. And it's just like, I want to get called by your entire range. Hopefully, you can find some other under pairs or something like that.
yeah, I'm trying not to be results there. Like if Anthony has queens,
But
Yeah,
even
ju-
then, would you
just-
bomb?
that's I don't think so. But I'm just trying to flesh out all ideas.
Right.
But I think
Yeah, I
think
just
no matter
we
what, I
got
mean-
small with our entire range because he's only got queens. That's only a couple combos, like 4 combos. Like the rest of his range, the under pairs make up a larger percent. So we kind of want to target those, in my opinion. That he might have decided to double barrel for some reason, trying to bet off flush draws and other pairs he might have other than the king.
talk about feeling themselves. The ace 10 offsuit under the gun 10-handed, getting nutty.
Doing your thing. That's too loose, in my opinion. But hey, if you think you have an edge, you just got the bankroll to do it. Firing, we're all deep. The 3-bet from Alex. 3.25.
Just love it. All these is just out here just raw dogging. Just they don't give a shit.
yeah,
Just
this
like
is,
under the gun button, it's
aggressive.
all the same.
Very aggressive game, as you can see. This is awesome.
And
Yikes.
now we got the 4-banger.
With the ace 10, 4 banging up. When you open there, I love it. I mean, his range is just got to be from under the gun up 10-handed, and then just the 4-bet is just he double blocks some of the strongest hands and might 3-bet him. I love it. Well played. What size did it go? I didn't see it.
I think I heard 175.
Okay. Nice size as well.
I think these games are so fun. Like, it's such a small player pool, and everyone's gunning for each other. Everyone wants to win, but the camaraderie is like it's very different from the 1-3 games. It's
Yeah.
such a small 20, 30 people
Trading
contingent,
money.
really. Yeah. So you have such better conversation at these games, and even though everyone's thinking at a super high level and
Hold
playing
up.
really well.
Did Justin just open King 3 off in the cutoff? So we've seen Justin limp a couple times. This man is all over the place, bro. This man is. I mean, when you open a King 3, you gotta go.
Gotta go.
I mean, Alex Gonna look him up. Gonna
Does have the back
continue
doors.
over backdoor flush draw.
Beautiful card.
Good card on the turn. Now
That's-
you're here with Justin. You have King 3.
I suppose the 7 of hearts
You
have
turn
been better.
some showdown value. You're not gonna really get better to fold, so I guess he's just checking, hoping you can get the showdown. Good bet.
I want to see a river so bad.
What do you think about that sizing? Yeah, sizing's good.
Please, not anyone
In the middle.
else. For the love of God, no Alice, no Alice. The worst part is that it's ambiguous.
Funny thing is, Justin has the best of it.
Colonel Forbin. Hello. Hello to you as well.
The Queen of Hearts is an obvious one.
Thank you for tuning in.
Write your jokes for you. Get some new material, man.
Whoa. Does look him up with the bottom pair. Oh,
Mm.
it's a problem. Happy and talking to now trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to get some value. How much can I bet for value to get called when he calls? Bets flop, check calls turn. Now we're here in the river.
we get-
Justin is going to turn his hand into a bluff, it looks like, and this is going to be a disaster. Just that
good.
$200 goodbye.
Let's go ahead and double check my cards here. Yep, still the nuts.
He could have bought half the table, tickets to Cedar Point, and an all-in shove.
Yeah, it's the only option he had,
Yeah, oh yeah, you can't bet anything less than all in.
and Justin
shove.
quickly goes away.
Yep, just goes away. He doesn't. Yeah. Oh, playing a king 3, went down that rabbit hole, punished.
A little bit of eight of hearts.
That would have been a very nice game to have there.
Did you just read that comment and do that? Yeah.
You know, we got to try to get the hair game on point when you're on camera.
I feel you. This is just a crowd of supermodels, and
Dude, my IG following's getting nuts.
I'm sure, dude. You got all the IG, Instagram models. Yeah, the IG models hitting you out.
Dude, I got all them
Random
bots.
DMs.
I got all them bots going, hey, let's have a chat.
all the bots. Bot game is stupid, dude. So Don opening up in middle position with the Jack 9. Pretty hand.
Gorgeous.
A couple cats haven't played a hand, it doesn't feel like, man. It's been David Anthony, a couple other guys.
Did we just see a hand go down?
Nah, I
Pre-flop?
raised-
Just see you later?
Yeah, raise and take.
We're getting a request for Alex to shave. I don't think he'll do that mid-show, but I'll pass it along. Folds to Dave in the small blind with the king and the jack.
Goes 30 BBB? Damn.
Who's gonna be
It's a call.
Matt's like,
Matt's like, I'm not having it.
I ain't come here to play
this.
school.
Yeah. You get a hand plays well, gets played in a position. He flops the gutty. David once again flops top pair. Feels like he's up more than 200, but
Yeah, I think a couple of those first few hands weren't as big as maybe we
I
thought.
don't know, man. He's got to be up like 4, it feels like, but okay.
He's got rent money on the table right now.
Does call with the backdoor flush draw.
Okay.
Over in the gutty. Turns the backdoor flush draw. He's going to be seeing a river. How will David proceed? I'm expecting, if I know him, he's going to bet for value. There's 140 out there. What size will he go? It looks like he goes 80, 60% pot.
and Z brick on the river. 7-6 gets there, but that's about it.
Looks like he made a move like he's gonna bet. And hesitating now. There are enough worse jacks, some 8x we can get value from. So he is going to elect to bet here. There's 300 out there. How much would he bet for value? Good bet size. David's not messing around today. He's playing well.
No, definitely not. Definitely targeting some 8s here, some worse jacks.
There's enough of them, right?
We have enough 9-10. We have enough Queen 10. You know what? You know we have that little
Just
bit
enough
blocked up.
bluffs in the range. Yeah.
I do like the size quite a bit.
But if we're just thinking about villain's range, he can certainly just have enough 8x, jack x. Yeah, all their draws miss. I don't think we get bluff raise too much. He's probably not going to continue to adjust bottom pair too often. Not too many 5s in his range. When we go 6x pre, maybe ace 5,
That's about it.
ace 5 of hearts.
Some 5-6s, maybe the occasional 7-5,
I mean, calling 7-5 pre-flop, 7-5 suited, and then electing to call.
and then electing to
What?
mush the river.
This is probably a
I
little
almost said
every-
I
mean,
almost
the
said something,
draws,
and then I was
9-10
like,
missed. You know, it's 10. Man, I don't know if David's opponent would try.
Dave's like, "Are you raising me? Are you raising me?"
Oh, they're having a little talk. I wish I could hear what they're saying. Let's see if we can hear it.
Let's see if we can crank it up a little bit.
But this is blind versus blind. How could I possibly have it? Probably what I'm thinking.
425 he makes it. Remember, Matt last time had a rough go of it in our last cash game. He ran really bad.
Matt's got stones
Lost probably
though.
like 2 or 3 buy-ins or something. I can't remember. But he's got stones, though.
If you don't have a hand, you better have stones.
That my man does. I'm just concerned about the opponent he chose to do this against. I feel like David's calling a lot here, to be honest. I don't see him having too many better jacks to take this line. He never has jack 5. He has very few jack 5x. 9-10 missed. Some other gut shots missed. Queen 10. Looks like he's going to give it up, though. His body language is saying he's folding this.
Oh, he is.
Ah!
Will he show? Will he show? Will he show?
No,
he
he
wants
will
to.
not.
He's looked up like, does anyone want to see it? He's
He
still
said,
asking.
look.
He's still asking.
Oh, he didn't see it on the show. Well, fucking played, dude. I see you, Matt. Stones.
So right after that phenomenal situation, we are now doing a bomb pot.
Bomb pot,
For
ladies
those
and
of y'all that
gentlemen.
don't know what a bomb, excuse me. For those of y'all who don't know what a bomb pot is, every player is going to throw in $20 pre-flop, and there will be 0 action until the flop. This is a move very popular if you watch Live at the Bike. It creates for some very interesting, sick dynamics when hand values get a little bit tossed out the window,
Yeah.
and you have to start
9 other people act on blind.
start realizing your equity is very, very difficult.
Yeah, me.
But here we go.
I'm just saying, like,
Cheers, mates.
you basically waste your fun.
I've actually never seen one of these televised or anything like that. I don't watch.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't. So this is.
That's
gonna be
because
awesome.
you are a
I'm always streaming or playing
massive
myself.
massive streamer. You can't be doing.
I'm always busy, man.
You can't be watching LATB when you're
Yeah, I can't.
out
do
there
it, man.
check raising
Well,
noobs.
technically, on there, it's going to be a raise to 20, and then just everybody calls. If that's how you guys do it, just raise and then 20 everybody call.
Oh, it should be.
Here we go now. Feel the flow.
So what, another gun plus one start?
Ready, and then I'll put the flop out, and then the action will be on you.
Do they run bomb pots in Cleveland?
We're
Or
not allowed to
do
talk
they-
about it.
I mean, it's
So-
probably against gaming. Or
So
something
we
like that, right? Or is
we were running them for a little while until everyone got super sensitive about it, and now they are currently outlawed. We try to get around the rules. Here we go. Spread them on that screen. Love it.
Holy shit.
But yeah, they kind of put the
The no.
put the end on it for us, which really stinks.
What kind of nit would complain about something like that? It's so annoying.
The problem is, or the good thing is that
from here, you play.
Ooh.
It's probably going to help me because I am down significant amount of money in the bomb pots. So, we're missing some hands here.
Courtesy fold.
There's
Yeah,
another
we-
one.
Yeah, there's
There we
another
go.
one.
Now they're all up there.
There's 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
Where's
Shit.
the percentages at? Who's
I
got
mean,
it?
they're all like so close. Nobody has a damn thing. Somebody has a 6.
King 4? Is that the only?
No, it's a 6. That's it. Oh, there's a King 7 down there, but it's got 24%.
24%. You flop top pair and you're 24% right now. Who's got clubs? Are there clubs anywhere?
It's checking around.
No clubs.
Nobody's betting. David gonna try it with the 7-3.
Dude's got that.
But they
Oh,
got-
he had that look.
All right, all right.
Now Matt's got a pair. Justin's got a pair.
The King 7 goes up to 32%.
Yeah. A big 8% increase.
There's a couple zeros out there. There's $200 in this pot.
Who wants it?
Shit, nobody confident. I mean, Don's probably got to start. Don still has 5 other players behind him. So
I hear $25.
125.
125.
Justin.
Much different. Yeah.
yikes. What do you think about this bet?
Well, I mean, no one takes initiative
yeah.
on flop or turn.
Just still second pair. I mean, I guess we might be able to get the job done with for a little bit less, but we flop is good. I mean, this is as good as it's gonna get for us for the most part. You know, unless we river an ace or a queen, but still.
And here it comes. Justin thinks he's getting it through. Last line of defense is top pair.
It's always that. Right? It's like when you open show,
And he gets it through.
it feels bad, man.
That's nice. That's a nice little pot for Justin, who was down a little bit after that bluff against Alex.
Looks like he bought in for 1K. I don't know if he's reloaded, but that'll get him about even, man. Nice pot.
Same one they tell you to play by in blackjack.
So we'll have another bomb pot in about 30 minutes or so.
Every 30 minutes, a bomb pot.
I think no. I mean, folding top pair is not terrible there.
I don't know about that, bro.
It's just like, I mean, it checked through. Like he could have turned any two pair. He could have flopped any two pair.
I
He
mean,
would-
yes, the board is. I mean, the ranges are uncapped and wide as hell. Like somebody can have a set.
But
you know,
but
two
I
bets.
do think we have to make our hand a bluff catcher.
I mean, we have to call the turn.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
You know, if he piles river, then we have some decisions to
At
make.
the same
but
time, you would think a lot of King X, even like bottom 2 pair, would need to bet to protect on the flop like that with so many opponents, and your hand is just, you know. So I think 2 pair combos are all betting on a bomb pot,
Oh, for
like on
sure.
a flop, right?
my-
And even a set should be betting if you're early enough in action.
oh, you have to play it fast.
I mean, there was a flush draws, there's straight draws. Like, yeah, I think we should be betting all of our value range. So
I'm kind of pissed I haven't had aces yet.
I probably would have led the flop for about half pot and then, you know, went from there. Maybe 40%.
Yeah, actually, I think actually you can get a decent amount of information if you do. So
I
there's
mean, we have to
200,
bet.
200 a pot. If you bet anywhere between 90 and 110, I think you can get a decent amount of information.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Quads is usually good.
So here's our chip counts right now. Matt is up 300. We're just guessing. I don't know if anybody's rebought. I think we've only had one, it looks like, so far. It's Anthony. But yeah,
What do you three bet?
we got a lot of time to go this game, guys. It should be good.
Yeah, this is one of those games. It's gonna fly by. It's 4 hours can go up and be like, where the hell did our night go? It's gonna go very quick.
Yeah. It's only 7:15 though, so we got a few hours, got a lot more time to enjoy this action.
Only one though. I'm not saying very close. It was not suited.
Not quite sure. I thought I saw someone had queens, and I think I saw some sevens and some fours.
I don't know what's going on. Hand display is down. It's okay. Frank has queens.
You're like, whoa, calm down, soldier. It's still only a game.
And I'm Trying to figure. Dave has looks like he has like 35 out there, so I'm trying to figure out what the pre-flop action was.
He out of there. Probably got 4 bet.
He says, "See ya."
All right, hands are back. Anthony with ace king again. Electing to open 5x now. Oh,
Hello,
okay.
hello. Hello.
Justin limped.
This hand's gonna be fun. I can tell.
Justin's good for the game.
Oh,
I'm not
for
gonna
sure.
lie. He's very good for the game. I mean, say what you want about some of the plays he's making, but it's nice to have a player like that. You know?
He's not a nit. He's not.
No,
he's not an
yeah.
empty seat. I mean, you gotta love it.
He's out there mixing it up, limp raising, limping 8-6 for the second time. 8-6 off. It must be his favorite hand or something. That's the second time I've seen him limp with that.
Was he born in that year? We don't know.
So, ooh, Dave. Oh man, look at this.
I know, baby.
No,
It's just
no. I mean, with their dynamic and Anthony, just the squeeze here could just look like a squeeze.
Don't have quite 1,000, do you?
Man, this is gross. Brad does overcall, but that's going to be into the muck.
Re-raise, 350.
David went for. David looks happy. Made it 350 with the Kings. I heard 3. Yeah, he made it.
this is
350.
a 4-bet going with it. I mean,
You think you can't be folding.
yeah, he's been far too much. How long does Dave take before he slams it?
All in.
There's your answer.
And then he just, it's never fun. You're not happy about it. Running it twice.
I don't care. I'll go twice if you want.
Are we running?
And then he's like, shit, let me go twice. Shit. It's like, hell yeah, I'll go twice. At this point, you just, with ace king, you definitely want to run it twice.
Once?
Oh, once it is.
Ooh, all the
Yikes.
where graphics are a little off. Brad is not in this hand.
The deuces are not in there. And they only went once, and that's going to do it. So
Dave
Anthony
finds the big old double.
looks like he's going to be into this game for 1,100. At least if he continues, he's probably going to continue.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, once you make it 350 there with ace king, it's just
Oh, 100%.
you're not folding. It's just never getting folded.
I think maybe if Dave had like another like 400 or so, he may
What do we think about flatting?
flat the
Never-
3-banger
Yeah.
and then go from there. But it's Dave. Dave could
mean,
be doing
Dave-
that. Dave could have ace 5 there.
Yeah.
Easy.
So you said 41.
And he's flipping versus a lot of hands and excuse me, sorry about that.
So Dave, right now is. Whew. Now the question is, will Anthony buy in for the big stack, or yeah,
I have a feeling it's going to be in the 1500 range.
fair enough.
Not fully up to the big end, but
I mean, honestly, when you come to play, if I were to come to play this game, you got to come with a minimum of 2K. A minimum.
minimum underlined in bold.
I mean, I don't play a lot. I don't play a lot of like games like this. And if I was gonna select the game, it probably wouldn't be this one with
No.
a couple killers in there like Dave, Anthony. No, Matt's a baller as well.
Oh my gosh.
And he gets
Well-
kings again. Stop.
Back to
Wait a minute.
back.
So here in this situation, Alex opening the gun, and Dave likes to just flat the kings in mid position.
Getting spicy.
Interesting. Got Alex here running that nice pot earlier after Justin, and
Hello.
somebody's running good.
How you like me now?
And we're gonna see a C bet from Alex. If Alex has aces here, and it's just, bruh,
Just you're gonna need one of those like donuts to sit on
what
afterwards.
in the wild, wild world? All right.
So I was thinking when we're talking about how much Anthony should top up for, like since Dave's the only one that hasn't covered, I think 15 is probably fine. You
the
said
rest
you,
of the table.
you said the rest of the table
Yeah.
covered. You really, obviously
Yeah.
you want to double through the biggest stack, but the odds of that happening are not.
I played in games like this, and I'm usually, I mean, after I lose a pot like that, I'm like, fuck this. I'm buying
Word.
for the max.
Word.
You know.
Yeah, if you can, it's nice. All right, so we do have a mystery hand here.
And another small bet from Alex. And then a small raise from David to 100.
And it looks like a quick call by Alex.
Whoa, come on, where the graphics at, baby? We on the river?
We are on a turn still, I believe.
Oh,
And we're
okay.
waiting to see what Dave does.
Look at that. So Alex elects to see bet, and Dave raises the house. Damn, David is just going hard for value. Like the value range that we can get called from Alex is just. Oh man. Like queens are at this point, after getting
They're not.
raised on the flop, and then I don't know. I might elect to just get try to get most of my value on the river. But I don't know. I mean, he obviously picked up an extra 70 on the flop.
This
Kind of a
is just-
disaster if he check folds here. We make a big bet as well. Goes for pot. Oh boy.
I mean,
He has aces.
he has to,
Dude,
right?
I mean, he's got to have aces.
He has to.
Are you kidding me?
Unless he has some sort of 8-7 combo.
Jack raises the turn into the house.
Oh, that was the
Oh,
problem.
that had the graphics with
That was the problem.
The graphics were
Fuck me.
Stop.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
dude.
gonna throw something. I'm gonna throw my
Dude.
damn phone.
Oh man.
I just went through. Can I have that portion of my life back right
What
now?
the fuck just happened? Oh, sorry,
I'm about to
Mom, if you're listening.
Go kick
You've heard
that
the
dude
F word
in the
before,
balls
though.
who's running the graphics. But go
I don't think that was the operator error. That was just I think it was just a glitch.
tilted.
I think it just
I'm
showed.
tilted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yikes.
One.
So you take. I mean, alrighty then. So Alex takes a nice chunk off of David there.
Yeah, it was.
Takes 350, 400 bucks off of David. Hero fold. Hero fold.
That's funny.
Oh shit. Stop. Yeah, let's put that on let's run that and put it on Twitter and shit like hero fold and century.
We'll just
Watch
yeah.
the best hero fold up. We could just fuck with the graphics. We
Yeah,
could just mess with the graphics.
we'll toss in a
here.
couple of sevens under Alex's name. It'd be great.
Yeah, we could totally manufacture that.
Dude, Dave would go to GOAT status in a second.
Oh man. We're doing the best we can here, guys. I'm sorry about that. It's kind of a little tilting for me.
Man, I was just ready for just
I was ready to just like this cat's about to get kings back to back and damn.
I really think we nailed Alex's hand there. Like we really thought he had aces, assuming that all the
he
kings
just
were
check
gone.
raised on a turn for value or some shit.
Oh my.
Even that line is a little sus. I mean, that sus is just like you're just gonna make everything else worse fold.
Yeah, super
like-
sus. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, back to reality. Hopefully,
Back to
maybe we're in a
life.
matrix right now, and everything you see is just
Dude,
not real. and
We're
just-
eating all the pills, like
Yeah.
red ones, blue
Who
ones.
knows if these hands are actually the hands that they actually have right now?
How the fuck did that be? We're just back here
All these-
talking
we're
about
just
hands that don't
talking
even
about
exist.
Random ass hands and shit. That would be the best.
Maybe Justin didn't limp tens earlier.
Yeah,
he
he
limped
actually
kings.
fucking had aces or some
We're
shit.
trying to give him all the props in the world. And
Yeah, he's like, oh, I actually had aces there, bro.
That's hysterical.
Ooh, the first 15 open of the night. Noah's first hand, bro. This cat hasn't played a hand.
No, dude, this is
He goes 3x first time,
dude cherry popping daddies right now.
and then, okay, the first hand the man opens of the night, you 3-bet him with 3-4. How disrespectful.
Dude, he's playing. He's
That's
playing the game.
disrespect. And then we see an all in from sixes. Nothing's real.
that's
Who
not real.
knows?
That's not real.
Justin has aces right now, guys.
We don't have
Ignore the
anything topped
graphics.
up yet.
Oh, he's got 22 bones.
No, he's got like 1,500.
Oh, well, now that we got that out the way. Just here making shit up.
Yeah, Anthony's stack is in pennies and quarters.
Yeah. Yeah, we got him some 50-cent chips. Sixes? Oh
Never,
my God.
never fails. We might set a record tonight for f bombs in this show. By the way,
We living our lives, man. It's the year of doing your thing.
living our best lives.
2019, the year of doing your thing. How about those sixes? How about that? Okay. And the worst hand.
No, hang on. Look at Anthony was not looking at Justin one bit. He's targeting Noah 100%. As soon as Justin bet, Anthony shot a look at Noah. That's who he's concerned about. He's never about Justin whatsoever. Anthony's like, this guy's not played a hand. How do I flop the GD nuts here? How do I get target the new fella?
Right. Is he reaching for a raise?
It
here?
feels like it.
Please don't. Right? I mean, are these like, I don't know, man. I would be more inclined to call and allow both ranges to continue instead of condensing Noah's range or Justin's range. Like, of course, we want to get max value from overpairs and things like that, or not let pat runouts happen. But at this case, I just want to keep both players in the damn pot.
I think Anthony was just giving Justin way too much credit there. Like, even though, like we said, he was targeting Noah.
Because he 3-bet.
He did 3-bet the
guy
tightest
who
player
played
table.
the table.
Exactly.
So he might be at the top of his range and want to just stack aces.
Exactly.
So deep. And you
So-
want to do that by building a pot early.
Sure.
Yep. Fair enough. But at the same time, it's just, I want to keep,
But he doesn't know Justin was opening King 3 suited or King 3 offsuit.
he doesn't know this stuff yet. Fair enough. Yeah, he doesn't know Justin's range is wide open.
$20 for that.
But I do kind of like the idea of keeping both ranges,
No, you you call.
keeping both hands in
I'm
there.
sorry. You're in position as well. Like, come on, man. In my opinion, I'm not criticizing his play. Maybe he had a read that he was much stronger, like you said. But yeah.
People ask for Crazy Joe in the chat. We'll have to get Crazy Joe back on here for sure. He was
for
a
sure. Cannon.
he was a breath of fresh air last week. He was super fun.
So Brad Limps and Rick.
Sorry, Roro.
Murder Rick.
Whoa! Speaking of people who haven't played a hand yet,
Murder
Thanos
Rick. Yeah, Thanos is not
just out there polishing the glove.
Somehow, oh, he must have bought in for polishing the glove. What? No what? Yeah, he's definitely just going to get the right price to call, being this deep.
Yeah, Thanos was the only one that bought in for less than 1,000. He bought in for 800 tonight.
Okay, I was wondering, like, where the hell did the rest of their money go if he didn't? But the situation where both players flop and overpair, there's $142 in the pot.
Here comes the dunk lead.
85.
How will Mo City Don handle this? For Mo City Don, it's a reference. You got to check it out. It's a song. It's hard.
Dude, I wish we could have your playlist in the background.
Oh, dude, that should be so hard.
I'd be breaking this table in half. I get too
Everybody's
hyped.
so amped.
In the instant raise from Don Juan here.
Don putting a lot of pressure.
I kind of like these spots though, where you're like not sure if you're value racing or bluffing. I think at this point, I think
You're gonna
he knows.
define ranges right real quick.
I think he knows he's bluffing here.
Yeah.
I think Rick has a lot of the hands he has exactly.
I mean, and at the same time, I mean, you get dunk led into when you have an overpair here. This is probably as good as it's going to get. You have a range advantage. You can still have all the overpairs in your range. So I get it.
And you're not getting dunk led into with 7-6 here. 7-8. We have this blocked.
Ooh. Murder, murder.
Don't you know I kill planets?
Oh, he's got it cut out, but he has not put it in the pot.
He's doing the old twinkle twinkle here. What do you guys think? Does it tell? Does it tell that he's a little uneasy about his hand? Sound off in chat.
I mean, I would read the action in its entirety with him leading, dunk leading out here.
Night night.
When you call a 3-bet and then you dunk lead out, I don't know how often are you really at the top of your range taking that line, and we still have all the overpairs. Very well played, Don.
Doesn't Don look like he has like a custom boot store for
Most of it
hipsters?
done. Yeah.